The node network is one of Toon Boom Harmony's best features. This video is a concept video, so this is not a feature of Harmony. I repeat, this is not a feature of Harmony, but if it's something you like the look of, stay tuned and upvote it so Toon Boom themselves see. Okay, so this is my concept for an idea called node stacking. Currently, nodes have to be attached via these little string cable things. The concept of node stacking allows an additional way of connecting nodes. You could hold a modifier key and Harmony would automatically snap nodes together. The nodes act as if there's a connection between each other, top to bottom, but now the nodes act as one group. Okay, so you may think, what benefits does this give you? Let's take a very basic example. Let's say you have a complex character rig. You're taught very early on you shouldn't put keyframes on your drawings, you should instead apply them to a peg. So you end up in a situation where every single drawing you make has to have its own peg. What if you could permanently attach your peg to your drawing? Other pegs would still be separate and be able to go into the top, and the drawing output would still come out the bottom, but without the clutter within the node view of 1,000,001 different things going off in 1,000,001 different directions. Imagine another example. I usually create a custom bloom effect out of a few different nodes, color curves first to add contrast to an image, Gaussian blur to blur the image, a blending mode node to adjust how it composites with the rest of the scene, and finally a transparency node to adjust how heavy that bloom effect is. Imagine a situation where instead of having to create a group for non-heavy effects, you could just snap them together. It would be helpful for situations like this. We created an app, link in the description, and I needed to make a magic crystal ball glow. My solution was having 4 nodes, one after another, that do not get reused anywhere else, because it's bespoke to this drawing. Snapping them together would allow me to not have as much clutter within the scene. There's no point for me to turn it into a group, because I'm not going to be reusing it anywhere else. It's bespoke to this scene. Perhaps another concept, if you place a composite for all your drawings to go into, and then add an effect to that composite, snapping those together would be a bit cleaner to deal with. You'd still get messy rigs from people like me who don't organise very well, but it would help a ton with just the clutter of pegs and the clutter of effects. I'm also sure that people way smarter than me can figure out a multitude of different ways this could be useful. The final disclaimer of this video, this is a concept video. Of course, this isn't a feature within Toon Boom Harmony. If Toon Boom themselves see this and want to get in contact or want to just take the idea and run with it, then go right ahead. If you're a viewer and like the concept, then join the Toon Boom Discord server and upvote my concept within the software request channel. This concept would go a long way in cleaning up some messy node networks, so I would love it as a feature. This video is a test of a new type of video about talking about concepts and design, so let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that ends up being.